सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। Page 91, third paragraph, third line. तथा मिथ्या प्रपञ्चाश्रयभूतात्मनः सामान्यात्मकसद्रूपं प्रपञ्चस्याधारः असङ्गत्वाद्वितीयत्वादिविशेषरूपम् अधिष्ठानं च भवति। अयं च विभागः आधाराधिष्ठानयोः श्रीमच्छङ्कर भगवत्पादाचार्य प्रशिष्यभूत सर्वज्ञात्ममुनीन्द्रेण संक्षेपशारीरकाख्यस्वग्रन्थे प्रदर्शितः। We are seeing the very important portion of Vedanta, that is Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. To understand this Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, Nischaladasa, the author, explaining about Rajju Sarpa Drishtanta in the form of Rajju Sarpa Drishtanta. He is introducing Anirvachaniya Khyati, inexplicability of that rope snake is Sadasad Vilakshanam Anirvachaniyam. In that Anirvachaniya Khyati also, there are 3 steps we saw. What is the ashraya of that rope snake, that erroneous perception when we see a snake upon the rope? It is called erroneous perception. This erroneous perception, when it happens, seeing the rope as a snake, at that time person is superimposing the snake upon the rope because of semi-darkness. Then what is the ashraya? Simple Anirvachaniya Khyati answer is Rajju is the ashraya. Rope is the substratum of the rope snake. And this answer is for the Manda Adhikaris, junior students' sake. In the beginning of Vedanta, this answer is given. But next, with refined Anirvachaniya Khyati, Acharya introduced Rajju cannot be the Adhishtanam, really speaking, because Rajju is Jadavastu. Therefore, Rajju Avachinna Chaitanyam is the substratum, that is the Ashraya. CV1 he introduced. Not only CV1, Antakarana Chaitanyam, that is CV2. Rajju Avachinna Chaitanyam, CV1, that is refined Anirvachaniya Khyati, part 1. In refined Anirvachaniya Khyati itself, Antakarana Avachinna Chaitanyam alone stretch towards in the form of thought. It goes out and pervades the rope and sees as a snake because of semi-darkness. That stretched Avachinna Chaitanyam, that is the CV2 alone is the substratum. This is the refined Anirvachaniya Khyati part 2, CV1 and CV2. So finally Acharya Nischala consolidated CV2 alone is the Ashraya for that Rajju Sarpa Bhranti. Antakarana Avachinna Chaitanyam alone. CV1 also absorbed in CV2. This is the final conclusion he came. Then that Tattva Drishti asked his father Shubhasamtati Raja, what is that Adhara and Adhishtanam of this rope snake? What is Adhara and what is Adhishtanam of this rope snake? Then Shubhata Santati, the Guru, introduced the two amshas are there, and when a person sees, this is a snake, when a person sees, this is Samanya Amsha, two parts are there. When a person make a statement, this is a snake, there are two parts, this is and snake. So this is called Samanya Amsha part, and snake Amsha portion is called Vishesha Amsha part. And the same Samanya Amsha and Vishesha Amsha can be called as Samanya Amsha, this is Ayam. Ayam in Sanskrit, this is in English. When we say the Samanya Amsha alone is called Adhara Amsha, support factor, supporting factor. Adhara means support. Then snake Amsha, the Vishesha Amsha alone can be called as Adhishtana Amsha. So this is the Adhara Amsha, and snake is the Adhishtana Amsha, that where upon the rope he is seeing. Rope is the Adhishtanam actually. So the rope is the Adhishtanam of that snake, rope snake. Vishesha Amsha. But he is not able to see rope as rope. There is a Bhranti. So Samanya Amsha, Vishesha Amsha. Samanya Amsha is Adhara Amsha. Vishesha Amsha is Adhishtana Amsha. Not only that, another name also given. This Samanya Amsha or Adhara Amsha alone is called as Anavrita Amsha, uncovered part. This is evident in Rajju Jnana Samaye also, Sarpa Bhranti Samaye also. This is common. This is commonly there. That's why it is called Samanya Amsha. So this Samanya Amsha is Anavrita Amsha, always there. Jnana Kale api de asti, Ajnana Kale api asti. Rajju Jnana Kale api ayam asti. Rajju Ajnana Kale, that means Sarpa Jnana Kale api, this is there. That's why it's called Anavrita Amsha. It is not covered. in Jnanakala and Ajnanakala also. At the time of ignorance also, this is there. At the time of knowledge also, this is there. So, Vishesha Amsha only there is a problem. Instead of looking at that rope as a rope, Vishesha Amsha, there is a Bhranti looking at it as a snake. That is why sorrow, dukkha problem has come. So, Adharamsha, Adhishtanamsha, Anavritamsha, Avritamsha. So, rope Amsha is Avritam, covered. Vishesha Amsha is covered, or Adhishtana Amsha, rope is covered, veiled. This is about example, Adhara Adhishtan. Then Tattva Drishti asked, very nice, very interesting to listen, but tell me, what is the Adhishtanam of Jagat? Prapanchasya Adharaha kim? Kaha? Prapanchasya Adhishtanam kim? What is the Adhara Adhishtanam of this Jagat also? Tell me. Hey Guru. When he asked that, again teacher go on telling, in the topic of 162, he introduced that elaborately. Just like in example, here also, when a person sees that world, this is the world. World is also having two amsha. Just as in snake, this is snake. Two amshas are there. This is a world. Also, there are two amshas. Atmanaha. So, Atmanaha Sadamsha is the Samanya Amsha of this Prapancha. Atmanaha Sadamsha, Sat principle, existence principle, is the Samanya Amsha of this world, Jagat. Prapanchasya Adharaha Atmanaha Sadamshaha. This is, that easiness is existence, is Samanya Amsha or Adhara Amsha or Sadamsha or Anavrita Amsha. Then what about Vishesha Amsha of this world? Atmanaha Vishesha Amsha, that is Nitya, Mukta, Asanga, Buddha Swarupa Atma is the Vishesha Rupam of this Prapancha, but because of Ajnana, because of Sthula Sukshma Sharira Bhranti, person, that Vishesha Rupa is Avritam. Atmanaha Ananda Akhanda Suddha Buddha Mukta Swarupam of Atma is covered, Avritam. Vishesha Amsha is Avritam. So world is, he is seeing as world instead of seeing I, the Atma, am alone, is the Adhishtanam of this universe because of Ajnana. In example, semi-darkness. In Darshtanta, Atma Ajnanam. Forgotten, if a person do not know I am Atma, alone is Adhishtanam of this universe, he take himself as the world, as a real body, mind, complex, everything is real. Sthula, Sukshma, Sanghata. So, in the world also, one is Adhara Amsha, that is Sadamsha, and Vishesha Amsha is Atmanaha, Ananda, Asanga, Nitya Buddha Mukta Swarupam, that Atma alone is the Adhishtanam of this universe. So Sadamsha and Vishesha Amsha, Ananda Amsha also, but Ananda Amsha is covered, veiled. So up to here we saw in the last class this division. You see into the portion Tadha Mithya Prapanchas Ashraya Bhuta Atmanaha Samanyatmaka सामान्यात्मक सद्रूपम प्रपंचस्य आधारः. Therefore, this prapanchasya adhara is existence. Samanyatmaka means that sadamsha. Sadamsha is that existence is the adhara, anavritam. Asangatvadi, nityatva, advitiyatvadi, vishesha rupam, adhishtanam cha bhavati. So, adhishtanam means substratum. Bhavati. Ayancha vibhagaha. This type of division done by Adhara Adhisthanayoho, done by Srimad Shankaracharya, Prasishyaha, Sarvajñatma Muni, disciple of Sureshwaracharya. So, Samkshepa Sharirake. In Samkshepa Sharirakam, a work on Brahma Sutra Bhashyam, written by Sarvajñatma Muni, there he mentions this type of division. In the verses 31 and 32 comes there. Up to here we saw in the last class, Pradarshitaha. Now, again the student is coming and asking a question, genuine question, because the student is a Uttamadhikari, Tattva Drishti. Therefore, the question is based on this. What is that? Adhara amsha, adhisthana amsha. This is snake. This is adhara amsha. Snake is adhisthana amsha or samanya amsha. This is, and snake is vishesha amsha. When a person is seeing the samanya amsha and vishesha amsha, the person, the observer, the seer, the perceiver of that snake, this is a snake, person is vilakshanaha, different from adhara adhisthana amsha. This is very, very important point, very brilliant question based on this. A person, when he says, this is a snake, this is a snake, when he says, this person who is seeing, perceiving, is neither adhara amsha, this is, nor adhisthana amsha snake, but the person who is perceiving is different from both adhara amsha and adhisthana amsha. I am seeing the snake upon the rope, I do not know that is rope, this is snake, I said. So I am the observer, I am the perceiver, I am the seer of that snake. So I am different from that snake. Which snake? Vishesha amsha of that snake. And this is adhara amsha. So this is snake is different from me, the observer. That is why adhara adhisthana amshadvaya vilakshana purushaha sarpam anubhavati. In Sanskrit. Sanskrit is simple, really speaking. Adhara adhisthana amshadvaya vilakshana purushaha, vyakti, individual, sarpam anubhavati, experience the snake, perceive the snake. Similarly, now tell me, who is the observer or perceiver of this universe? Because in universe there are two amsha. Sadamsha, atmanaha, sadamsha is there, isness is there. And atmanaha, asanga, nitya buddha mukta swarupa amsha, vishesha amsha, of course appearing as sthula sukshma karana shariras, like is seeing. That two amshas experienced by whom? Who is the perceiver? Who is the observer? Who is the seer of this prapancha? In example, we know person is different. There are three. What are they? This is samanyamsha, snake, visheshamsha, and the observer, I the person. observer. So three are there. Like that in this prapancha also, sadamsha, atmanaha sadamsha, and atmanaha asanga nitya buddha mukta swarupa amsha, adhisthana amsha. Ajnani do not know that, and he is seeing the world with nama rupa. Who is the observer? Who is the seer? Who is the perceiver? Why? Adharamsha cannot be the perceiver. Adhishtanamsha also cannot be the perceiver. Just like in rope snake, person is different from that. This is a snake. Similarly here also, someone must be there. Observer. Who is he? That is the question. Now I'll read that portion. Very, very important portion. 163 topic. मिथ्या जगतः आत्मनो अन्यः द्रष्टा वक्तव्य इति प्रश्नः हे स्वामिन् श्री जगत् सद्गुरो को वा अस्य मिथ्याभूत जगतो द्रष्टा भवेत् न हि अस्य मिथ्या जगतः आधार अधिष्ठान उभयात्मक आत्मैव द्रष्टा भवितुम् अर्हति तथा अदृष्टत्वात् तस्मात् सर्वजगतः आधार अधिष्ठान भावेन स्थितत्वात् आत्मनः अन्येनैव केनचित् तद्द्रष्टा भाव्यम् सर्पाद्याधाराधिष्ठानभूत रज्ज्वादेः अन्यः एव तद्द्रष्टा पुरुषः यथा भवति तद्वत् को वा अस्ति जगतः अस्य द्रष्टा प्रत्यगात्मनो अन्यः इति शिष्यः पृच्छति. This is the brilliant question. So student is asking, Mithya Jagataha, of this false world, Mithya Jagataha, the seemingly real world, Mithya Jagataha, Atmanaha Anyaha, Drashta, the observer must be other than the Atma, the self. Vaktavyaha iti is to be explained, iti within inverted commas. On this subject matter only he has to discuss now. Mithya jagataha atmanaha anyaha drashta vaktavyaha iti prashnaha. This is the question raised by the student. How? In this manner. Hey Swamin, O Swami, he is addressing his Guru. Sri Sadguru, O Sadguru, noble teacher. Kova asya mithyabhuta jagataha drashta bhavet. Who can be the drashta, the seer, observer, perceiver of what? Asya jagataha, of this universe. Of this universe. Vasya is there in the book. Va asya, kova asya. So vasya is the word in the va asya. Who is that? Indeed, tell me. Mithya bhuta jagataha. What type of jagat? Mithya bhuta, seemingly real world, false world, drashta, perceiver. Kaha bhavet? Who is that? Who can be the seer, perceiver of that universe? Now he himself says, Na hi asya mithya jagataha, for this false world, adhara adhisthana ubhayatmaka atma eva drashta bhavitum na arhati. That na you have to supply here. So adhara, easiness of atma, and adhisthana amsha of atma, that asanga nitya buddha mukta swarupa nature of atma vishesha amsha ubhayatmaka atma eva drashta na bhavitum arhati. Because in the example, this is snake, this is and snake, both cannot be the observers. Observer is different. This is snake. When I make a statement, I am different from that statement. This is and snake, both I am different. Like that here also, Atma, Sadamsha and Vishesha Amsha, Sangatvam, etc. cannot be the observer. Na bhavitum arhati. So, he is very, very intelligent person, student. Tadha, similarly, why? What is the reason? Since, Tatha means since, adrishtatvat, Atma is invisible. It cannot be the observer. It cannot be the perceiver. It is invisible. Tasmat, therefore, what? Sarva jagataha adhara adhisthana bhavena sthitatvat atmanaha tadanyenaiva kenachit drashta tadrashta bhavyam. Therefore, adhara adhisthana bhavena. Since Atma is the adhara, Atma is the adhisthana, sadamsha samanya rupena vishesha rupena sthitatvat. Since it is the position of Atma being as an adhara and adhisthana of this universe, there must be someone else. Atmanaha tad anyat eva. Atmanaha tad anyat. Atmanaha anyat. Other than Atma, someone must be kenachit drashta. Tad drashta. Tad drashta means jagat. Tad drashta, this jagataha drashta, perceiver of this universe. We have to understand, we have to think, we should take the drashta of this universe must be different from Atma. Why Atma cannot be taken? Atma cannot be taken because Atma is invisible. Atma is adharamsha and adhishtanamsha. Therefore, someone must be taken as drashta who is different from Atma. He himself gives the reason why Atma should not be taken. Because in Sarpa Drishtanta, Sarpadi Adhara Adhisthana Bhuta Rajvadehi, just in Rajju Sarpa, shell silver, marriage water, in all these, Anyaha eva Dad Drashta. So one person sees silver upon the shell. Another person sees water on sand. Another person sees snake upon the rope. So all these observers are different from the shell, rope and sand. Observer is different. Tadrashta purushaha yatha anyaha bhavati tadha tadvat, like that. Kova asti jagataha asya drashta. Tell me, who is the perceiver of this universe? Aha asti, who is that? Pratyagatmanaha anyaha, other than this inner self. Other than the self, who is that? Iti. Iti sishya. Up to iti, from he swamin within inverted commas. All these are the words of that sishya. Brilliant sishya. Iti sishyaha pritchati. This is asked by the disciple. Now Guru has to give answer for a brilliant question by a brilliant student. Answer must be brilliant, very, very brilliant answer. Now I will read that 164 topic. Tatra samadhanam loke yadyat mithyavastu tat sarvam swadhisthane kalpitam bhavati adhishtanancha dvividham ekam chetanatmakam aparam jadatmakamiti यत्राधिष्ठानं जडमित्यङ्गीक्रियते तत्र अधिष्ठानादन्यः एव द्रष्टा भवति तत्र चेतनमधिष्ठानं यत्र चेतनमधिष्ठानं तत्र स्वस्मिन्नारोपितस्य सर्वस्य अधिष्ठानमेव द्रष्टृ न अन्यत् यथा स्वप्नप्रपञ्चस्य अधिष्ठानं साक्षिचैतन्यं तदेव तद्द्रष्टृ च भवति एवमेवास्य जगतः अपि आत्मा एव अधिष्ठानं स एव तस्य द्रष्टा च. Very very important answer, and we have to dwell upon this as many times as possible after the class also. That is the meaning. Tatra samadhanam. Tatra means when such a question is asked by the student, samadhanam, answer is this. What is this answer? Loke, in the world, yat mithyavastu, yat mithyavastu, whatever is seemingly appearing object, any object in the world seemingly appearing, mithyavastu, tasarvam, all of them, swadhisthane, they are all perceived by the superimposed upon one's own adhishtanam, ashraya, of its own ashraya, on its own ashraya. They are all having the support ashraya. Here ashraya word is used for both adhara and adhishtanam together. Ashraya word is used. Therefore ashraya means we have to understand that adhara and adhishtanam. Tasarvam swadhishtane, swadhishtane, they are all depending upon swadhishtane kalpitam, upon its own adhishtanam. Adhishtanam means adhara also included. Kalpitam iti. Kalpitam means superimposed. All of them superimposed on its own. All superimpositions are all on its own substratum. On its own. On its own means silver is superimposition. Its own substratum is shell. Snake is superimposed. Its own substratum is rope. Similarly, water is superimposed. It is supported on its own sand, like that. Adhishtanam cha dvitham. This adhishtanam and adhara, both of them are dvividham. Adhishtanam means here ashraya. Support is of two types. Dvividham. What are they? Ekam. One type of support is chetanatmakam, sentient. One type of support, ashraya, is chetanam, sentient. Aparam, another one, second type of support is jadatmakam iti, inert, insentient. In certain cases, that ashraya can be sentient. In certain cases, ashraya, the support, can be insentient, jadam, inert. Jadam means inert, I-N-E-R-T, inert or insentient. How it is divided like this? Where is chetana adhishtanam? Where is jada adhishtanam? Yatra adhishtanam jadam iti angikriyate. Whenever you accept that adhishtanam, the support, is jadam, inert, angikriyate is accepted, tatra, in that place, adhishtanat anyaha eva drashta bhavati. So in a jada vastu, when see shell is jadam, rope is jadam, and sand is jadam, in that case observer is different, vilakshanaha. Vilakshanaha. Tatra adhishtanat anyaha. Adhishtanat means ashrayat anyaha. What is adhishtanam? Substratum, shell, rope, sand, like that. Drashta anyaha bhavati, is different. That is why I am different from that. This is snake when I say anyaha bhavati. But second type of adhishtanam is yatra chetanam adhishtanam, where the chetanam, sentient being, is adhishtanam ashrayaha. Tatra swasmin aropitasya sarvasya adhishtanameva drashtru. Swasmin aropitasya sarvasya adhishtanameva drashtru. This is very important. Na anyat. Here, when it is chaitanyam, amsha, chaitanyam, upon the chaitanya vastu you superimpose. That chaitanyam alone is the sakshi, chaitanyam alone is the adhishtanam. That alone is the drashta. That alone is the drashta. Atma chaitanyam, sakshi chaitanyam, upon that chaitanya vastu, when you superimpose something, so adhara is also sakshi chaitanyam, adhishtanam, because atma alone is adharamsha, and atma alone is vishesha adhishtanamsha. Observer is also atma only, sakshi chaitanyam only, because it is in with regard to Chetana Amsha, it is Atma alone is the Drashtru. Na Anyat, no one can be the Drashta, seer, perceiver. Chetanam alone is the Ashraya. What is the example? For Jadavastu, examples are shell, rope, water, and sand given. But what is the example of this Chetan Amsha? Yatha Swapna Prapanchasya Adhishtanam Sakshi Chaitanyam. When we go to sleep, we experience the dream. Who is the experiencer of the dream? We saw already this, that experiencer of the dream is I the waker only. I the Atma Chaitanyam, waker in the sense Sakshi Chaitanyam alone is, waker is not experiencer, Sakshi Chaitanyam alone is experiencing the dream. So Sakshi Chaitanyam, if I take as I am Sakshi Chaitanyam, I the Sakshi Chaitanyam alone I am the experiencer. Sakshi Chaitanyam eva adhishtanam swapna prapanchasya, dream world. Tadeva tad drashtrucha bhavati. So I the Sakshi Chaitanyam alone is the perceiver also. I am the Adhara of Swapna Prapancha. I the Atma Chaitanyam, Sakshi Chaitanyam alone is the Adhishtanam of Swapna Prapancha. I the Sakshi Chaitanyam alone is seer or perceiver, experiencer of dream. Why? The dreamer is a sentient being. So, therefore, Atma alone is the Drashta. Evameva asya. In this manner alone, Jagrat Jagataha api. So, now you have to come to Jagrat Prapancha. Jagrat Prapancha means Telugu and in Tamil Jagrat and use. Not that meaning. Here Jagrat means waking world. Jagrat Jagataha, waking world. Vyavaharika Prapancham api. Atma eva adhishtanam. Atma means what? Self. I the self. That means I am the Adhishtanam. When Guru says Atma, this self, I am Adhishtanam, I should not take it Sthula Sukshma Shariram. Atma Kaha Shariratraya Vilakshanaha Panchakosha Vilakshanaha Satchidananda Swarupaha Atma Asti. Care of Tattva Bodha, basic Tattva Bodha knowledge is not there. These words are all very, very difficult to grasp. Sayeva Tasya Drashta. Tasya means what? Jagrat Prapanchasya Drashta. Hey Sishya, you have asked, who is the perceiver of this universe? Atma alone is the perceiver of the universe. Who is Atma? The self. Who is the self? I am the self. Therefore, I am the perceiver, observer, and seer of this. Seer, observer, perceiver, all are synonyms of this universe. Therefore, which I here? I, if you take lower I, ahankara, body mind complex, you cannot be the drashta. You are taking body mind complex. I am seeing Swamini, Atma is seeing. That is what you have to raise your level, higher level, that is higher I. Higher I the Sakshi Chaitanya, I am the drashta, really speaking. Jnani knows that. If I am a Jnani, I can know. If I am a Ajnani, I take myself housewife, householder, and I am employee, doctor, engineer, like that, bank employee. I am seeing the world. And no, Sakshi Chaitanya alone is seeing the world. This is the mind-boggling answer, but what to do? That is the fact, the only fact. You have to assimilate. Next paragraph. Manda adhikari samadhanartham sthula drishtya rajvadikam sarpadhyadhyasa adhishtanamiti ashritya etadrisha ashanka samadhane krite paramarthatastu advaita siddhante sarpadhyadhyasadhishtanam sakshi chaitanyameva drashtrucha tadeva tasmati kalpita sakala drishya andakoti sahasranam adhisthana bhutatmaiva drashtra tana अस्मिन् पक्षे शंका समाधानादिकं प्रसज्जत इति गुरुराह. Guru says, aha, Guru aha. This is the Guru's answer. They said there is no further question on this. This is the final answer. Shanka samadhanadikam na prasajjata. They are not going to come further if you understand this. What is that? Manda adhikari samadhanartham. Manda adhikari, for the sake of a student who is junior student, we can say. Junior student means for the sake of that student who is dull student. Dull student, not able to understand. See, if you study systematically, properly, you can understand. If you don't study systematically, because to understand this text you require Upanishadic background. So you are interested in listening this Vichara Sagara, wonderful, fine. But at the same time, in that, to understand this, there and there I used to tell, if you understand Upanishadic teaching alone, you can grasp this, you can enjoy this. Otherwise, some information entering in your mind, that's okay. But you cannot enjoy the subject thoroughly. Therefore, Upanishads are there in website also there in my website Telugu, English Upanishads are there. If you listen, if you have Upanishadic background, you can enjoy this subject. And thorough study of Bhagavad Gita, complete study of Bhagavad Gita. Without these two, it's very difficult to understand. It looks, some dry subject like. That is why if you want to thoroughly understand this and enjoy this subject, side by side you can listen to the Upanishads also from website, my website. They are available there. Why I am telling, this is the advanced text. Vichara Sagara is an advanced text for an intellectual challenge it is. So you require a background. It is very nice to say I am listening to an advanced text, but Shastra is asking, have you completed previous Upanishadic study Bhagavad Gita thoroughly, systematically? If not, side by side, listen on the other days you can spend. This is, as a teacher, it is my job, responsibility to tell you, to make you to understand this text, what is the solution I am giving, that's all. If without Upanishadic background, this is only 50% you can understand. So, he says, Sthula Drishtya, from gross angle, Sthula Drishtya, from gross angle, Rajvadikam Sarpadi Adhishtanam. Rajju, rope alone is Adhishtanam. In the beginning we said, that is also we said, Adhishtanam iti asya ashraya ashritya etadrisha shanka samadhane krite. That means what? Ashritya etadrisha. Keeping that Manda Adhikari means what? A dull student. A dull student is one who cannot understand the SAK, RAK. If you are a brilliant student, means if you have done previous study, that Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, and Prakarana Granthas also, Vedanta Sara, Panchadashi, and Viveka Chudamani, all these texts, Prakarana Granthas also, Vakya Vritti, all are available on website. And some of them are available on YouTube also. Upadesha Saram, Saddarshanam, there are so many Prakarana Granthas I have taken. If you have those subjects knowledge, if you have, you can remember what? Simple Anirvachaniya Khyati also you can remember, and refined Anirvachaniya Khyati part A also you can remember, and refined Anirvachaniya Khyati part B also you can remember. If these three, if you are remembering as I am talking, if you remember, you are an advanced student. That is the meaning, that is the indication. You remember, you understand SAK and RAK thoroughly. There is no doubt in that, if you have done that study. But if anyone has not done that study, that student is not an advanced student, what we can say? Rajavachina Chaitanyam and Antakranavachina Chaitanyam, all these are all very, very, very difficult for such a Manda student. So what we will do? Acharya is telling, I am not telling. Rajju eva adhishtanam, we will say, and that is the answer. Shankam samadhane krite. We have done that only for Mandadhikari. Understand? Okay, Rajju. Snake, a rope snake is appearing upon the rope. Rope is adhishtanam. That is the answer we are thinking. But according to Shastra, that is the answer for Mandadhikari. Okay, what is the answer for that brilliant student, advanced student? That stretched Chaitanyam, Sakshi Chaitanyam, CV2, overlapping the CV1. If you understand this, you are advanced student. Okay, senior student. Okay, That is the indication. Paramarthatastu, really speaking, factually, Advaita Siddhante, in Advaita Siddhanta, Advaita Vedanta, Sarpadi Adhyasa Adhishtanam. Sarpadi means a shell, there silver, water, all those examples also, Adipadat. Adhyasa adhishtanam, that superimpositions substratum is Sakshi Chaitanyam eva. Sakshi Chaitanyam alone, witness conscious alone is the Ashraya. Adhara adhishtanam. Not only that, Drashtucha tadeva, Drashtru, perceiver of that rope snake is also perceiver or observer. You say, no, this is snake, I am seeing, you say. But according to Advaita Siddhanta, who is the perceiver? Aidi Sakshi Chaitanya. If you understand Aidi Sakshi Chaitanya, I am the observer, you are Muktaha. If you say, I am seeing Swamini, I am seeing that this is snake, if you say, you are samsari and artham. So when can I become Muktaha? Study further, you become Muktahana. You understand. Drashtricha tadeva. Tadeva means what? Sakshi Chaitanyam eva. Who is this Sakshi Chaitanyam? Ahameva. Sakshi Chaita Kevalo Nirgunascha. Who says Tashvatara Upanishad? Tasmat, therefore, Kalpita Sakala Drishya Andakoti. All superimpositions, sakala, all kalpita superimpositions, wherever, whenever, andakoti, in this Brahmanda, in this world, anywhere, sahasranam, thousands of superimpositions, wherever, whatever, adhishtanam, sahasranam, adhishtana bhuta atma eva drashta. Final is what? Wherever superimposition, erroneous perception is taking place, Drashta is Sakshi Chaitanyam, Aidi Atma alone, Drashta. Na asmin pakshe. Na asmin pakshe. With regard to this Siddhanta, Advaita Siddhanta, there is no place for any more questions. Therefore, there is no need of answer also. Since questions are not possible with regard to this, for a student who understands, there are no further questions. A student who cannot understand, there is no use of talking. Like that, he is making a bold statement. So, how to understand this? I will dwell upon this some more points. See, Mayeva Sakalam Jatam in Kaivalya Upanishad, we say, just as my dream, I project my dream, I am the sustainer of the dream, I am the experiencer of the dream. Which I, now only we saw, I the Sakshi Chaitanyam, Atma alone project the dream. I the Sakshi Chaitanyam, Atma alone is the projector of the dream, sustainer of the dream. I am sustaining the dream. I am alone is the experiencer of the dream. Swapna Prapancha. Same way, I the Atma am alone is the projector of this entire Jagrat Prapancha. I this Atma Chaitanyam, Sakshi Chaitanyam, self alone, I am the sustainer of this Jagrat Prapancha. I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam alone, am the experiencer of this Jagrat Prapancha. If you know this, you have not forgotten your higher nature. If you do not know this, if you don't understand, means you have come down, slipped down to your lower I and Nama Rupa because of Abhimana, because of identity, because of lack of clarity, because of lack of study of scriptures systematically. That is the reason. There is no any other reason. Whatever reason you say, because of this I could not study this study. You have not studied and you cannot say I am the projector, sustainer and perceiver of this universe. If you take to your lower eye, then again you say Ishvara is the creator of this universe. Normally, what people say? Normally, all people say, world is, the creator of this universe is Ishvara, Bhagavan. The sustainer of this, Srishtikarta Ishvara, Sthitikarta Ishvara, Layakarta Ishvara. I am only experiencer of this world, we say. These are the words of an Ajnani, ignorant person, who do not know the higher nature of oneself. So, Ishvara created this world, Ishvara sustained the world, and Ishvara alone is the dissolver of this world. These are very nice to listen in the beginning. In the beginning, these words are very, very nice, soothing. Srishti Sthiti Laya Karta, Bhagavan Ishvara there, and do Namaskara, surrender to him. Very soothing, very nice, very happy. But Shastra says, this is not the ultimate teaching. We have introduced Ishvara and we have said Srishti Sthiti Laya Karta, but it is not real teaching. This is only for Manda Adhikaris. If you consider as Manda Adhikari, you continue Ishvara as the creator. No problem. Better to continue. Accepting the Ishvara as the Adhishtanam, Karta, Creator, Srishtikarta, Sthitikarta, Layakarta, and you become the Dasa or Swami, Dasoham. You can continue for some more time until you study continuously Shastra. You continue, better to be there. If you have done thorough study, if you understand, if you are a Uttama Adhikari, if you are an advanced student, suppose you understand, you have got clarity, you can say Ishvara is also Vyavaharika Satyam. Ishvara is not separate from He. In Sunday class we are seeing Bhagavad Gita class, Kshetrajnaha, Kshetrajnan chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu Bharata. Brahman is Kshetrajnaha, Kshetrajnaha is consciousness, consciousness is myself. Therefore, I am the consciousness, Kshetrajnaha, I am Brahman. I am the Srishtikarta, Sthitikarta, Layakarta, because Ishvara is non-separate from me, really speaking. That is why Jnani is worshipped as Ishvara because of this reason. Jnani and Ishvara, they are not different, because Jnani has recognized himself or herself as Paramatma. That is why Mundakopanishad also says, worship Jnani. You will get such a knowledge, definitely. Worshipping Jnani, Guru is worshipping as good as Ishvara. Until you know the Ishvara's real nature. That's why disturbing, more disturbing. I am the Ishvara because through my Nidra Shakti, I am creating, I am projecting the dream, I am sustaining the dream, I am experiencing the dream through my Nidra Shakti. That is my power. Similarly, through my Maya Shakti, I am the projector, I the Atma, through my Maya Shakti, I am the projector of this Jagrat Prapancha and sustainer of this Jagrat Prapancha and experiencer of this Jagrat Prapancha. I the Sakshi Chaitanyam alone am experiencer. There is no further question, further answer is required. He says, Nichaladasa says. Therefore, what next topic? Just I introduce 135. Mithya samsara nivartanecha nochita. He sishya itham mithya bhutam samsara dukkham bhrantya tvayi pratibhasate. Therefore, O Sishya, you need not, it is not appropriate to Mithya samsara nivartana ichha. Ichha, desire to be free from unreal samsara. Unreal samsara, this dukkha, bondage, which is unreal, you want to come out of this? This is not appropriate desire. This ichha is not uchita. It is not proper. It is not appropriate. This is the heading. Why? Hey Sishya, oh my dear student, disciple, itham mithyabhutam. This itham, this whole universe is unreal, seemingly appearing only. Samsara dukkham is mithyabhutam. This dukkham, janana, marana, vyadhi, all these are mithyabhutam. Bhrantya pratibhasate. Upon you, the Atma Chaitanyam, they are just superimposed. Very, very, very terse teaching, going to come further and further. Be ready for the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.